I figured out Bill.
Yeah.
When he knows he's going to lose at something, he refuses to do it because he's going to look stupid.
Oh no shit.
Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page.
He has a very severe fear of looking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He has a fear of failure.
Mm-hmm.
There's shrinks for that.
I'm probably yeah.
Or you could just play hours of Fortnite and get over it.
Oh man, dude, this was the best day ever.
How many wins?
I had a couple victory royales today, but I was just in my undies, my slippers, down in the basement. No one talking to me. Had my headset on. It was.
Do you like hanging out in your underwear?
Yeah.
I've never been into it.
No, me either. I'll do shorts with no undies, or I'll do sweatpants with no
Well,
undies.
it's the same thing.
Well, no, it's not. It's like
that's fucking stupid.
It's
If
like
I'm in
old
bed,
man
yes.
1970s sitcom kind of.
You probably got
like,
shit stains in them too. You just know you just
Something-
whitey tutties.
don't be prejudiced against shit stain type. But
Yeah,
don't you
talking to the wrong guy there, Bill?
don't you wear boxer briefs? Isn't it just
I
like
can't.
tight?
I can't
now,
anymore.
so now you have like
Oh,
old
I can't.
man
It's just
striped
I have-
boxers.
No, they're just
You
like
have
loose fitting.
elephantitis. Is that why? Is that why you can't wear?
I
it?
have big balls.
Who's that guy that we went to school with? Remember, Mr. Big Old
God,
Balls.
Damn it! Can you guys stop bringing up people that we went to school with that no one knows the fuck you're talking about?
Yeah,
But I have to go and
elephantitis is-
beep their goddamn names because you never bring them up in a positive light. You're just talking about their giant balls or how they bucked other people. It's terribly, terribly frustrating. You idiots. But yeah, this gigantic elephant.
Oh, 6'11", double beef. Dude, it's disgusting when you can see him like in dress pants. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. What
I've
is
just
wrong
never
with you?
been the guy that hangs around. I get up and basically I put on pants.
Like
Me too.
jeans or pants?
Yeah, just like pants for the day.
No, I'm in
Oh,
sweatpants.
fuck that.
I'm in sweatpants
Shorts.
or shorts until I'm ready
Yeah.
for my day.
Yeah.
I very rarely wear.
I keep
sweatpants.
my house
I
cold.
mean, I'll wear
so I'm in
shorts when it's hot
sweatpants.
out. Like in hot weather, I'll wake up and put shorts on, but they're like shorts that I don't
Your
like
balls
wear
hang out
athletic
of?
gear a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's just.
Are you the
a thing.
perfect numb right now, Bill?
Yeah, can you
Getting-
not
getting there?
belch on air?
This is the second time you've done that in the last week.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Do
Like,
you?
the bar of professionalism on the show is at basically none, and you
You bring it to the
somehow
negative aspect.
fucking
and
go
I don't
under
like it.
Nah.
All right, welcome to the show. This is Simple Mind Sports Show, Fat Tuesday, March 9th. We're going to talk some Patriots quarterback discussion because we have to, because it's yet to be resolved, and it's the most important thing going on with the Patriots, and the season is about to start. Welcome to the show.
And Bill didn't want to do it because Bill thinks he's already done this before.
No, I wasn't. Never mind. Fuck off.
Well, we have done this before, but we're going to keep doing it until the Patriots get a
there's a
quarterback.
guy underneath center that we know who's
Shut
gonna
up,
be
Ray.
on the
You
fucking
fucking
team.
you've been such a cunt all day. You fucking whiny baby back bitch.
How
Fuck
have I been a
you.
cunt
Fuck
all day?
off, Ray. No, fuck you. You're not talking. Fuck off. I'm done with you. Done with you tonight. Done with you. Angry text messages this morning. Driving
Yeah.
home, I got fucking 40 text messages, and you're angry in 90% of them. Fuck you, Ray. Fuck you today.
I had a great day. I wasn't angry at all.
Good. Yeah, hanging out in your underwear, fucking trying to jack off, playing Fortnite, being 12-year-olds. That sounds like a great day to me. Fuck off.
Forgot getting drunk. This show is brought to you by White Birch Brewing, one of our favorite New Hampshire brew houses down in Nashville. Ray, address please.
460 Amherst Street, Nashua, New Hampshire.
Head on down to the tap room, get yourself a hat like Billy Badwords.
Yeah, maybe get one for your friends too.
Maybe pick one up for your friends if you have a soul or a heart. If you're the Tin Man, get yourself whatever you want and don't give a fuck about anybody. Or if you see it in the stores, pick up a 6-pack of White Birch Brewing. Tell them the Simple Minds boys sent you, which is harder to say than you would think. And yeah, head on down to the tap room, White Birch Brewing. Bill, seeing as you're just going to talk to me today, if you want to relay anything to Ray, just do that. But
Yeah.
let me ask you
Rich,
first.
can you tell Ray to fuck off for me?
Ray, fuck off, please. That's from Bill, not me. Let's play telephone via Zoom.
Yes, let's do it. The whole show, telephone.
How do the well?
Ring,
no,
ring, ring.
You're a cunt.
Click.
Didn't the Toucher and Rich did that to Patino, didn't they?
Yeah, he said,
Yeah,
"You Celtics,
way to ruin the Celtics.
Celtics click."
That's what I want to strive for this program.
Dude, we already talked about this in the show. We talked.
Here
about
he
this
goes again, Ray. Just because we say something once, we can't say it again.
No,
It's
that's what I'm
sports.
saying.
Have you ever
We've
watched?
all-
You
no,
fucked
never,
up your
never.
you fucked up your audio, by the way. I don't know why it's muffled.
Me?
Have you ever watched ESPN? They talk about LeBron 365 days a year.
Yeah, I hate it.
New
It's
hairline,
terrible.
boom, LeBron James. Headline news.
Okay, let's do the latest reports here. Greg Bedard in the Boston Sports Journal, which I went to try and buy today. Greg, I'm sure you listen. It wouldn't go through. Like it's $6
still-
or whatever.
Oh, it's $6. I thought it was $1.
He had that promotion. I was hoping for. It didn't have it.
Oh.
I was going to buy it anyway because I'd write it off or something. And
Yeah,
it's a
we can write it
business
off.
Expense.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go through. This is the second time I've tried to have this. The website is not fucking working, Greg. So fix it. Figure it out.
What's it for the year? It's like $300 for the year or some shit. It's pretty cheap.
No, $6 a month. 6 times 12. Rich, can you tell Billy's a fucking
No, sorry, no. There was a
idiot.
Hold on. There's a lifetime subscription.
Wow,
It's like
this is gonna
$300.
be
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Ray,
I
can
can't
you
talk
tell?
right now.
Can you tell Bill to turn down his audio a little bit because
Rich, I can't talk to Bill
Why
right
is
now
it
because
so-
he won't talk to
Hold
me.
on. Why is it so
All right,
loud?
let me- telephone.
Ring, ring. You're a cunt.
Ring. Okay, back on track. Anyway, Greg Bedard did have the
Is this
reports
better?
come out.
Is this
No,
better?
no, it sounds worse.
It's okay.
What is wrong?
It's all right.
Whatever. I'm not fixing anything.
It's gonna sound
I haven't
like
changed
shit.
any
It's
settings.
gonna sound like shit till the next time I go to Queen's Landing, which will be never. So, the Patriots are out on every
Good clock,
free agent,
motherfucker.
according to Greg Bedard. They hate all of the free agents available. That includes Ryan Fitzpatrick. That includes, hopefully, Cam Newton. We'll see.
Cam Newton was never mentioned. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. Is the Cam Newton thing.
More importantly,
Big problem.
the plan A and basically all the eggs in one basket plan is Jimmy Garoppolo for the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. I don't think I asked you this in the email, but does Bill Belichick know something that we don't? We went all offseason last year thinking that the great Bill Belichick would be able to pull something off. And then when he signed Cam Newton, Bill thought he did, and everyone else thought he did. Inevitably, he didn't.
Week 4.
Does he get to have this leeway, or has he lost it? Does he know something? Does he have a handshake deal with John Lynch? Are they waiting for the 49ers to do something? Or is he just in the fucking weeds hoping it all pans out?
The way the 49ers have been talking, I mean, they want to move on from Jimmy G. Sam Darnold's been talked about. Deshaun Watson's been talked about. Obviously, they want to move on from Jimmy G. So, yeah, there's something going. Teddy Bridgewater now, yeah, that's the latest rumor from Carolina going there. But yeah, obviously they don't want Jimmy G in there anymore. The price tag's too high. He hasn't been able to play. I believe Bill had a stat saying some ridiculous number that of the percentage that he's played.
$3.3 million per game he's played. He's played 25 games since 2018. He's counted $83.6 million of the salary cap.
That's just crazy. So I mean, buy him out, trade him, whatever you got to do, but get him off the team. That's going to help them save some money. So that's what I think is going to happen.
There was also the interview with John Lynch that said he absolutely thinks that he'll be the starter to start the season.
You have to say that, Rich.
Well, I understand that can all be bullshit, but you don't. You don't have to say it, and they haven't said it. Like Ray said, they've been saying the exact opposite for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So for him to come out in the middle of all this, when everybody knows that they want to get rid of him, it did seem like, okay, they've looked at the landscape. They don't think they can get something, so we have to bring Jimmy back. Is kind of the way I took it at that point, and now they're. Reports are kind of backing away from that a little bit. It's still up in the air. We also had the report that Jimmy G now wants out because clearly they don't want him there. So why? Like, I don't understand how he goes back to San Francisco with a straight face and everyone plays nice at this point. But I still, in the bottom of my gut, want Jimmy G Garoppolo on the Patriots because I think it's their best chance. But I'm not optimistic that it's going to happen. How could you be after the Cam Newton experiment?
I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it happens, but I think I know the newest report is he wants out, but I still think San Francisco's best option is Jimmy Garoppolo because honestly, he's the best quarterback available even on the free agent class outside of Dak Prescott, which I don't think Dak Prescott is leaving Dallas. So he's still your best option. I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to go anywhere. So I mean that's the other quarterback. I've mentioned Kirk Cousins, but there's no,
there's been no news out of that.
Exactly. But I just think it would be, he's been linked to Shanahan. And again, if you're going to move on from Jimmy, I think Cousins would be a great option, but you haven't heard any of that. So I mean, he's saying he's going to be the quarterback, and it looks like he's going to be the quarterback as of right now. I don't think the Patriots have any shot at getting him. I hope they do, but I think they got to think about a backup plan, because again, I think he's the best one. If you put a healthy team around him, you were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You're one Jimmy Garoppolo bad pass away from being a Super Bowl champion. He played fairly well in the first 3.5 quarters of that game. He had one bad pass to Emmanuel Sanders late in that game. That would have been a touchdown. That would have sealed that game. One bad play.
You know what we haven't talked about? How good do you actually think Jimmy Garoppolo is? Not on the Patriots, because I think we all are in the same boat that he's the best bet for the Patriots because of the circumstances that they're in. He's better than the free agents that are out there right now. I don't have faith in Bill Belichick drafting a guy, which we can get into. I don't think they're going to draft a guy high. So it basically lowest common denominator, Jimmy Garoppolo is the best option. And because of the time he spent here and the success we saw him have in the Patriots uniform, that gives me the warm, fuzzy feeling that Jimmy's the guy.
Yeah, me too. But he had good six quarters, that's for sure.
Well, how good is he? I mean, he's been okay. How good is he, Ray? How good do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is?
32 quarterbacks, he's 16th. I mean, he's average. He's an average quarterback in the NFL. I don't think he's anything more or less. I think he's
really
perfect example of average quarterback in the NFL.
Rich, tell Ray I had him at 15 in my list, so we agree
Bill
on that.
Ray,
Rich, tell Bill that he's a cunt that I said 16 and he went one over.
He took the under. I got him higher than that. Are you guys taking injury into consideration?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Dude,
then he might be
played
lower
25
than
games since 2018. That has to be.
All right, well, let's avoid how good is he? If he's healthy, let's say we've seen this before. We've seen this happen before. Guys get over their kind of injury things. They're put in a position, they learn how to play, yada, 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 whatever. Let's say he gets over that. Let's say he misses maybe one game a year for the rest of his career. How good of a quarterback is he? I put him in top 12.
He needs a run-heavy offense. He needs a run-heavy offense with a really good running back, because that's what happened when he went to the Super Bowl with San Francisco. They had a very good running game, and it helped with the play action, get other guys open, had more time to read the field. If he doesn't have a good running game, he's just an average guy. I think
he's better. I think he's better than, I think he's better than most quarterbacks in the league, honestly. I mean, again, I think he's right in the top 15 for me, and I think if you think back to Brady in his first 2001, 2002 years, I mean, that's basically what you're seeing out of Jimmy Garoppolo to a T right now. And I'm not trying to compare the two, but I mean, if you look even 2003, I mean, those were the numbers you saw.
How old is he?
28,
28,
29. Yeah.
He's 24-8 as a starter.
Yeah.
I think he reads defenses. I think he's a leader. I think he's got some balls. I think he's got a quick release. I think he's accurate. I don't know what kind of deep ball thrower he is. Honestly, I don't think that's been in his game since we've seen him on the
only knock on him is he gets tight butthole a lot.
Maybe
Emmanuel Sanders' throw is one. He got tight butthole and overshot it by 30 yards.
I mean, that's a Super Bowl. I don't think that's a regular
tight
case.
Butthole
in the Super Bowl. A lot of people can get tight buttholes. We've just seen 20 years of Brady. I don't.
Not your mom. It's a fucking layup.
I don't think.
He set you up for that. That was like he brought that up, and he was just setting you up.
Tell Ray I'm not listening to him.
Ray Bill's an asshole.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, so Ray, you have him below top 12.
Yeah,
I put him at top 12. Colin Cowherd the other day had him in his top 12. Got me thinking of this question.
You would fucking.
I have
anything that guy would say.
I had him at 15.
Oh, who are you, Ray? Who are you? I'm at 16. Why don't you name the fucking quarterbacks better than Jimmy Garoppolo right now?
1 through 15 better.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Hater. You hater. Take your pants off and go lose in Fortnite to a bunch of 11-year-olds in Japan. You fucking loser.
They're not in Japan. They're all American.
So what do you have to wear? Boxers now?
Yeah. Well, like boxer briefs.
Do you think
you just said you couldn't? Never mind.
I thought you weren't talking. The only time you've talked together with each other is to interrupt me in the show. Do you think Belichick pulls the trigger with a second-round pick just to get his quarterback? And do you think timing will have something to do that? Do they need a quarterback before draft? Do they need a quarterback before free agency? Like, can they go into training camp without a fucking quarterback?
They're saying, all the experts are saying that a week before the draft is when you're going to see all these trades like play out. The Deshaun Watsons.
Are you listening to those fucking experts, Ray?
I'm just saying that's what they're all saying because that's what history has proven in the past that all the trades happen a week before the draft. So then people can align their rosters and do that. So I think a week before the draft, you're going to see all these players start.
It makes sense, especially if you're trying to move picks this year. Yeah, I mean, why not?
Hey, why not?
Yeah, why not? You got to. I think
but does Bill to make the move, or is he so confident or cheap or whatever that he's going to wait for 49ers to make their move and cut Jimmy and sign him at whatever he wants? And let's be honest, if they trade for Garoppolo, they'll sign him for whatever he wants anyway.
If they trade for Garoppolo, I think they're going to give up the 15 to get him, honestly. And I think Bill's going to do it. As much as I don't want him to do it, you might. I'm telling you right now, you might see it. You might, because just read the quarterback value. That's the problem. The quarterback value right now, Carson Wentz is basically going for first. Matthew Stafford went for 2, and I get it. Jared Goff come back with a contract. I get it. But, I mean, that's the going rate right now is going to be a first-round draft pick. Maybe you can get him down to a second. It's going to be – if he's healthy, it's a first. So he has to
as I said, it's going to be a second.
Maybe it's 2022, 2022's first.
It might not be it might not be this year, but I think it's going to – I think Bill will move it first to get him. It might not be 15, but you might be right at 2022. But I think it's going to cost, especially if they make a run, maybe Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, I think the only way it costs less than a first if they make a legitimate move for a quarterback. So if they make a move for Teddy Bridgewater and they give up significant capital to get him, then I could see it costing less than a first. But I think if they're just giving up on Teddy, they're giving up on Jimmy Garoppolo for, say, a Nick Mullins or a guy like that, and just hope you have a good running game and a good, your defense is back healthy. If it's something like that, that's when it's going to cost a first.
My question is, do you think that that's already in play with Belichick? Do you think that their relationship, they've had the conversation, and John Lynch and Shanahan, because remember, Belichick and the Shanahans are close. He gifted Garoppolo to him. Now, I'm not saying that he needs that gift in return. Don't forget,
he sought him out. He sought Shanahan out after the Atlanta Super Bowl. Don't forget that too. He personally called him.
Oh yeah, him and Mike have a good relationship. So there's a relationship there. Is the only point I'm trying to make. And the Jimmy Garoppolo to the Patriots makes sense because he was with us before, but there are a lot of other quarterbacks out there. We've all three of us have agreed that Jimmy Garoppolo is middle of the pack, maybe a little above middle of the pack. This much smoke around this one player has me thinking that it has to just be more than a wait and see situation between the Patriots and 49ers. They had to have spoken. The 49ers had to have laid out their plan. And if they were going to keep Jimmy Garoppolo and they hate him this much, I don't see them paying him $22 million a year. They'd already be restructuring his deal to stay. So are they? And he might do it too, because I don't think it's going to take a first, Bill, but I could see something in their communication that
maybe 2 seconds. Would you feel more comfortable if it's 2 seconds?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I probably would too. But like I said, the going rate.
But knowing Belichick, I bet you at best it's a second and a third.
Do you want to hear some crazy rumor I heard today?
Would I?
Watson to Miami.
Hold on. Do you want me to relay this to Ray?
No, that's fine.
Okay,
I'm just talking to you. Okay. No, Watson to Miami, and then Tua to the Patriots for the 15th, going back to Houston. So Houston would flip Tua to the Patriots for 15. Do you do that?
I don't like Tua, so no.
No, but that's a rumor. I read an article today. It was on CBS Sports, and that was a floated trade that they think would.
Why would
the
Dolphins do that? Why would the Dolphins have number 3? So I guess they don't want to give up their draft pick, but they said.
Well, no. So what Bill is saying, Dolphins trade the third to the Houston for Deshaun
and Tua,
and then Houston trades Tua to Patriots for 15, so they'd have
for 15.
2 first-round picks.
That's the rumor.
Have you ever seen the movie Draft Day? I think that's. That sounds like the premise of Draft Day.
If I'm the Patriots and I know that
stupid ass movie, that was the worst Kevin Costner movie ever made.
If I'm the 3 Days to Kill is the worst Kevin Costner movie ever made. If I'm the Patriots,
Mr. Brooks,
and I know that deal for the Dolphins in Houston is contingent on the Patriots sending the 15 for Tua. I don't do it because I keep Deshaun Watson out of the division as long as possible, as hard as possible. So no, I wouldn't do it, and I don't like the player. I don't think Tua is going to be a very good NFL player.
A good quarterback either. So I mean,
and if you're going to get a 15, you do it for Tua, not Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is a better player than Tua.
I would. As much as I don't want to, like, I think Bill would trade the 15 to get Garoppolo. I don't think he would do it for Tua because I think Garoppolo, you've seen, and I get it, in 6 quarters, you had an offense that was built around him in 2016. You know, you had Bennett, Gronk healthy, and when he was around, Chris Hogan came back, you know what I mean? So you saw what you could do with an offense around Garoppolo, and Bill knows that. Bill knew Garoppolo was the plan post Tom Brady.
Yeah, and now he wants to go get him again.
And now he wants to go get him again.
Cheap,
and that's been the rumor since they fucking traded him.
Yeah.
That eventually they were going to sign him as a fucking free agent and they were going to let Tom Brady walk. Well, now you get a chance to trade for him.
That's all you heard.
You flamed out. You gift wrapped him to Kyle Shanahan because you thought you were going to put him in an organization in a offensive-minded head coach that would make him flourish. It was the only reason he went for a second-round pick. They called the 49ers and said, here you go. It was a gift wrap, wink, wink deal for Garoppolo and all that to develop him as a player for this moment.
But didn't that contract say all that it needed to say, that Shanahan didn't really like Garoppolo? He had an out after his second and third year, and that's what sparked the controversy that he's coming back to New England. Like if you give up a second round pick and people are saying he's worth multiple first round picks.
He played 6 games.
Hold on, Bill. I'm not sure.
Ray,
I don't know if Bill can hear me. Is he just talking to you now, or?
No. He's not talking to me. Still.
Okay,
he's talking to you.
I'm just wondering if he could hear me talking when he's.
It's a perfect dumb. He's talking to the fucking monkey that he sees in the living room right now.
He's got the Burlington butterflies in front of his fucking head right now. I just like. I don't even remember what the fuck I was going to say. Let's just stick on this NFL trade scenario. So Monday we talked about Russell Wilson and all of the rumors flying around that. The Bears are the newest team all in. We know the Raiders are in. He has said he'd give his list of teams of Saints and Cowboys.
Raiders.
So there is a market there. I don't think Seattle's moving Russell Wilson. I think that'd be crazy. But if he moves and things start to shuffle, in the likes of a Nick Foles, Derek Carr, maybe even Dak Prescott, a Jameis Winston on a much lower level if he goes to the Saints. How does that affect this 49ers-Patriots relationship? Could the 49ers be in on one of these guys, I guess is my point? Or are they all going to be used in the trade back for Russell Wilson if something like that goes through, do you think?
I think if Russ goes to the Cowboys, then Dak is a big-time player for New England. That's my opinion.
Oh, for New England?
Yeah, I think if Russ goes to Dallas, then obviously they're not going to franchise Dak anymore. I think Dak would be a big time, like Josh McDaniels' wet dream, bring this guy to New England.
Right, you have been on this Dak train forever. You honestly think the Patriots are going to pay a quarterback $35 million? Whether he has a broken leg or not? I think you're insane.
I think with the broken leg, he's not going to
Prescott.
I would take Dak Prescott, but not at $35 million.
25 million? 25 million?
25, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
25, yes.
Fine, I'll take the corpse.
But he's not going to get 25 million. He's going to get 35 million in the
right.
Patrick Mahomes said the quarterback market, it's only going to go up.
Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott has never won a playoff game.
Right, you're arguing my argument.
Lamar Jackson's going to set the fucking market in this year as well. Just watch. The market is going to go up. No matter how fucking good Mahomes is, he's the best quarterback in the league. Every single quarterback that's compared or on close to equal value talent-wise as Mahomes is going to get paid. Lamar Jackson will probably get a $400 million fucking deal from Baltimore, or any team is going to get him. Dallas is going to give fucking Dak Prescott 35 to 40 million every season because that's the going rate for a franchise quarterback. These guys are franchise. As much as I don't think Dak Prescott's a $40 million quarterback. He's a legit franchise quarterback. I get it. They haven't won a Super Bowl, but he's year 4 in the league. Year 5 in the league. I mean, this is the going rate for a franchise quarterback is $40 million.
I think the better question with a Dak Prescott, specifically in this scenario, because he would be the only free agent if Russell Wilson went to Dallas, do the 49ers pay a franchise quarterback $35 million?
No.
The Patriots will not.
No, because they had a chance to pay Garoppolo and they only paid him $28 million.
They don't like Garoppolo.
Yeah, but they don't like Garoppolo, so why would they pay
But if you had him out
Deshaun Watson, yeah, they would pay Deshaun Watson.
But if you had an out, so if you had an out for 2 years, right? If you could have paid him that, which would have been.
But Bill, they don't like him. The point is, what if they like?
For 2 years.
The point is, if they like Dak Prescott, he is available. They got to pay him $35 million. Do they do it? He might, because what Shanahan wants is a ball control quarterback who won't turn the ball over, who can stay on the field. Dak Prescott, ever heard of him? I know he shattered his leg, but that's not the Jimmy Garoppolo injury situation. A ball control quarterback who has leadership skills, who doesn't turn the ball over. That's the reason Dak's getting $35 million. That's a perfect guy for fucking San Francisco. The other guys on the list, I think less so. I don't think they'd be interested in a Derek Carr or a Nick Foles or even
Sam Darnold.
Winston. Sam Darnold's a different story. I think everyone.
Can I tell you why
Darnold.
Russell Wilson is going to be on the Patriots? Conspiracy theory.
Fire away, butterfly, Bill.
So,
tell Bill I don't want to hear this.
No, I'll tell
Bill.
you right
Ray doesn't. Oh, you can hear him now.
No, I can't.
Oh,
but anyways, so team's going to go over to Jonathan Kraft. Jonathan and Bill hate each other. McDaniels and Jonathan have a good relationship. If Jonathan's like playing to, he can go to Bill and say, go get Russell Wilson based on McDaniels being the next coach in line. So if they have a better relationship than Jonathan and Bill have together, right? So if McDaniels is like, okay, like I'm going to be the next coach, whatever, I need this quarterback. You've seen it. They traded Garoppolo. Robert Kraft basically said, we're sticking with Brady. We're trading him. So Jonathan comes down and says, do whatever it costs to go get Russell Wilson. You said
Rich, may I stop you real quick? Bill, thanks. Rich, can you tell Bill that was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life? And I'm sorry to the listeners that had to rambles for the past 5 minutes.
If it happens.
Do you know what happens in that scenario? Belichick pulls down his pants, pisses on little boy Kraft's shoes, walks the fuck out, and goes to the Giants, and they win 2 more Super Bowls. That's what happens.
He's not going to the fucking Giants after this. I think he's done.
God.
He's 69 years old.
Do you understand how hard it is to have a conversation?
Why do you always play bad cop on me?
I'm trying to do it with you right now.
You play bad cop on me. You guys can play bad cop on me all you want. I'll give it back 1,000 times.
That conspiracy theory was rooted in hatred and spite, and that's why it's conspiracy theory. But it's never going to happen. It's dumb. And then my little comeback was also never going to happen. That's why it was all dumb. And then you come back with he's never going to the Giants because he's 69 years old.
Nice. This is what I wanted. It all came full circle. 69.
Why haven't the 49ers gone out? Why haven't the 49ers dumped the farm for Deshaun Watson? I think the 49ers are fucking up is basically my point. How have you not been in on every quarterback and been out on your franchise quarterback? How have you not been in on all of these guys in this quarterback carousel?
Because John Lynch has CTE. That's why.
Ooh, touche.
That's a fair enough point. Actually, I don't want any other points. We're going to leave it at that. That's our conspiracy theory. John Lynch has too much CTE to handle the quarterback position in San Francisco.
And he's a defensive player.
Is that insensitive? Ray, tell us what you think about the insensitivity in America right now. Look, the draft.
If you go to simplemindsports.com,
don't read past
Rich, tell Ray no one cares.
If you're a sensitive ninny. Let's talk draft. Bill, you think they're giving up number 15, but now as this show has gone on, we have learned that Bill is getting super high and very intoxicated, and all of his thoughts are bubbling up into a complete
meltdown,
boiling pot of stupidity. So they're never giving up number 15 for a quarterback. Ray, does Bill Belichick even think the quarterback position is important or more important than any other position on the field?
I've said this before. He doesn't want to have a franchise player. He doesn't believe in a franchise quarterback. So, yeah, I don't think he believes that he needs that kind of player behind center.
Don't forget, he also gave up a first-round pick to get Brandon Cooks. If the going rate for a quarterback is a first-round draft pick in getting Jimmy Garoppolo, I wouldn't put it past him to trade. I don't want him to. I've said it before. I want them to draft defense with 15. I'm okay if you give up the 2022 pick, 2023 pick. I'm okay with that. I've stated, I wrote a nice blog on it on our website. Defense first. Defense wins championships. Go defense. He's never missed on a defensive pick in the top 15. Never once. He's drafted, 2 Hall of Famers basically in the top 15 in the NFL draft. So I mean, go defense. I don't think.
I think he'll go defense too. But you're also in the same breath saying that don't be surprised if he gives it up for Jimmy Garoppolo, which I think is insanity. They gave up a first round pick for Brandon Cooks in their first, and that was 2018, 8. What pick was that? The 27th pick, 28th pick?
Yeah, it was a high.
It wasn't
high
the
pick.
15th. Like, look,
No, it wasn't that high. No.
they're not going to do that at all.
What if
and I don't think they do
what
it
if
for
he thinks
anybody.
Jimmy's a franchise quarterback and then he can win with him like
He's
he won
not.
with Tom Brady?
He's
All
not.
right.
He's 29 years old. He's not worth a number 15 pick.
He's a
Nobody's
bridge
doing
quarterback.
that. Nobody's doing that. That's why
That's what I call
other
your
teams
mom.
haven't traded for him.
That was fucking lame.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, this has really gone off the rails. If for whatever reason the whole thing's been about Jimmy, which I think has a maybe 50-50 chance of happening. So if it doesn't happen, oh God, is it Cam?
Yep.
Or Alex Smith. I mentioned Alex Smith in the summer. I mean, he's a good game manager, but I don't trust him to stay healthy.
Is that a beep?
Game manager?
Game. I didn't hear game. I didn't hear the M. It was silent.
Again, words, letters, syllables, they're all blending together for Bill right now.
I think Alex Smith is now a career backup quarterback. I think Chicago would be beneficial for him to go there. Just because, with Matt Nagy, I mean, reuniting over there. But yeah, I don't think Alex Smith is going to be a starting quarterback for the Patriots. It's going to be Cam Newton if the Jimmy G thing doesn't work out. And it's very sad and sickening to hear.
Too, for sure.
I agreed. Yeah, I'm out on Alex Smith. We talked about this before. He can't withstand a full season in the NFL at this point. Like the guy. I mean, it's a really easy story.
Great story.
Yeah, great to root for, but yeah,
the guy.
The biggest injury thing with him.
Can I shed a tiny? Now this is going to be very rare for me. Can I shed a tiny light of positivity or some type of silver lining on the Cam Newton situation if he comes back to Boston?
I'm all ears.
Does Cam Newton still have enough pull and respect in this league from other players to bring in talent? Especially we've talked about out of this cap casualty pool across the NFL, the veterans that are going to be available, the amount of holes that the Patriots need to fill, no mom jokes. Does Cam Newton have enough pull in the league to bring these guys in where if you didn't have them, you might not have the ability to do so?
Yeah, he's a well-respected player in this league. You know, and you've heard rave reviews from Bill. The only thing you've heard negative is his shoulder. I still think he has.
You know, good guy. Can't throw. Quarterback position.
But yeah.
Throws to the feet of the running back. So
hard work.
Yards out. Yeah, great guy.
That's
great guy.
what the report cards went home with Ray. You know,
that was before.
Really
what was it before
stupid.
A's, B, and D's? Like A's, B's, C's, and D's, or all that bullshit. It was all like incompletes or you got a top grade. Yay.
Good participation award.
Yeah. I think he still does.
Shit.
I still think he has pull. He's still, I mean, he's well liked. You see him on the podcast. He's been on the Chad Johnson podcast. You know, I still think he sticks up for his teammates. He's well respected in the league, and I think that has pull. And you want to talk about it, Rich? You've mentioned this multiple times. Where's the money? If you're top 5 in the league right now in salary cap space, these veterans need to sign places, right? So if you're looking at teams that are chasing championships or teams that are Tampa Bay, for instance, that just won a championship, if the Patriots are offering you $10 million and Tampa Bay is offering you $1 million, how much do you value a championship, right? So I think their cap space and then Cam's popularity around the league, that's the pull that's going to take these guys to come here, because I still think Cam is very likable around this league, and you know he's got a lot of friends, and that helps. That helps in this league. You think about it, guys want to play with each other, and as much
the bar
is
just really low. Sorry to interrupt you, Bill, but the bar is just really low. I think if you're going to sign a free agent and you tell them that Jared Stidham is your quarterback versus Cam Newton, then there's a difference because it's Cam Newton. But I don't think there's a lot of guys that you can put on that list above that because Cam Newton can't play the position anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And as much as this guy's respected, if you're a wide receiver or a tight end and you look at it and go, fuck, well, yeah, you know, I like it, Cam, but it doesn't look like you can get the ball to me 12 yards down the field. So I'm going to go play with Derek Carr in Las Vegas because he can throw. Like, you know, I agree that I think might have a little bit of an influence here and there because I think that it does in professional sports, but I just think that Cam Newton is cashed to the point where the list is really small of guys below him that he would have cachet over, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But no, the only thing is that he's popular. That's the biggest thing. Guys like him.
But with these guys, with these wide receivers, with the incentive program, like you get more money with the incentives you reach. Cam Newton's not going to help these guys reach their incentives.
No, but just think about the cap's 15% lighter this year. It's $180 million. The Patriots are sitting at 5 with $60 million. That has pull around the league for big veterans. And again, don't sleep on the Bill Belichick.
But that has nothing to do with
factor.
Cam Newton.
No, but offensively it does. Offensively it does, Rich, because offensively,
it doesn't. Not the cap should have nothing to do in this conversation about Cam Newton. If the cap, if a free agent is out there and wants to get paid, then the Patriots can pay him because they have room. If a free agent is out there and wants to play with Cam Newton versus Jared Stidham, then that's the difference. I'm saying that the only difference Cam Newton would make on this Patriots team come 2021 season, because he sucks. He's sucks.
Terrible. He has
and
no
the only
arm.
reason someone's coming here is because they're buddies. OBJ is a buddy. But, you want to tell me by week 6 when he's caught 7 balls because Cam Newton can't throw the ball that there's not going to be controversy in that locker room because Cam Newton sucks? He might get him here, but can he keep him here?
You know who's the best example of that, Rich?
He's
James
done.
White. James White averaged 80 catches with Tom Brady. He comes with fucking Cam Newton. Cam Newton can't hit a guy 5 yards down the field. How can he make a throw 30 yards down the field, but he can't hit you 5 or 10 yards down the field? It's
That's John Lester about first base.
Yeah. I don't even. That was
that's
the
a
yips.
pickoff move. That's different. That's different.
This is physical.
This is physical. That's a yips.
Sorry, I lost my place. So just a couple other guys to put on the list, because this was another Greg Bedard thing, just in terms of other guys. If Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't work out, I know Ryan Fitzpatrick is mentioned, but he was on the list of hate. Who are the other guys listed on the list that they hate in free agency?
Everybody.
Much everybody.
Thank you. The guy that wasn't on there that Bedard has rumored to is Gardner Minshew, which honestly I'd be all right giving a shot to, but he's getting paid like under $1 million. And why would the Jaguars trade him?
Right.
But why would they trade him? Unless you're going to give up a high second-round pick. Or is Bill going to give up a high second-round pick for Gardner
Not for him,
Minshew?
but you also benched him mid-year last year for what, Linden or whatever his fucking stupid name was. You benched him for him, and you're drafting Trevor Lawrence. So you're not going to play him. He's probably going to be the odd man out.
He's your backup.
He reeks of sex, so that's probably why they're trading him.
Have you seen his new mustache and mohawk? Oh, God, that handle.
No, but your mother has.
My mother, if she has, good for her. She's sex with Gardner Minshew. Ooh, I just drip sex.
He does. He does drip sex, that man.
That's a fact. This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show, Fat Tuesday edition, March 9th. What are the Patriots doing with their quarterback? We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whenever you can end a show on Bill's mom having sex with Gardner Minshew,
and being proud,
that's when you do it.
That's when we take it.
Talk about setting the bar low.
Yep.
When we started this band, I was needed baby.